Hey Peter, how's it going? What would you like to see on a mountain bike build? We would start with building a front bumper with a brush cart on it. This is going to be our water storage tank. I was going to do it out of metal, but stainless and aluminum is so expensive right now. I said, heck, why not just build one out of PVC? So I went down to the local hardware store. I got this for like 40 bucks. We're going to drill a hole into it and tap an adapter to hook a hose to it, and then we'll put a Schrader valve on the other end. That way we can pressurize it. And it almost looks like having a shower out in the woods once we get it pressurized. You know what, I just f***ed up.
Why?
Because I gotta pull it through.
Damn it, you do. You should jerk that off quick.
Damn it. Went to put the Schrader valve in. You gotta stick the Schrader valve in from inside and pull it out. And me, being a dummy, put the cap on before we did that. So we had to kind of adapt and overcome, as they say in the Marine Corps, and push it in from the top. But we got it. Hopefully, now we just got to pressure test it and see if it's going to hold. So now we're going to fill it with water, and we're going to pressurize it, and we're going to see how badass this thing is. I mean, if it works, I mean, that's a $30 or $40 water storage unit. Isn't too bad.
If you wanna go, got to find a way. If you want to go, there ain't nobody gonna do it for you. Got to find a way.
Let's see how long it'll last. That's pressurized right there, man. That's pretty good. All right, so this is the rear bumper section of the build. What we plan on doing, we've been drawing out the plans this morning, so we're going to put a little storage box in right here for tools. And then we've got to build this bumper strong enough to where it can support a bike rack. And the bike rack that we're wanting to build is actually a swing-away bike rack that'll support 4 bikes. We've never built a 4-bike support rack that swings away, so it's going to be a little complex, and it'll definitely be the most, I won't say difficult, but it'll be a bit of a challenge as far as how we're going to get that to mount on this bumper and be strong enough to hold those bikes and swing away. So once we get all that done, should be good to go. And then we'll put a few small things like LED reverse lights or something in the back of it. This is going to be the most challenging part of the build right here because it's just going to be so time consuming, and the fact that we're doing the mountain bike rack integrated into the bumper, something that we've never done before. But hopefully we'll get all that figured out in the next couple of days and get it built, and Peter will be happy with it. So this is the rock slider slash side step for the truck. We built it from scratch. It had some cheap plastic ones on it, but they won't hold up very long. They break all the time. So we built these. These are all metal. put some gussets and stuff in them so they'll be strong. You can step on them, no problem. So we'll mount those. And what'll make these unique, it's not really anything that is for function more than just cosmetics, is these bike gears. We'll have these as a step right here, and we'll mount them on and then gusset them. That way it'll kind of just give a neat look and tie in with the mountain bike theme that we're doing to it. All right, so today we're starting on the storage box for the inside. It'll be a wet/dry storage box. It'll be a metal frame. What we're doing for this one is we're building a metal frame, but then we're gonna wrap it with 1/2-inch plastic. The reason we're using this is actually twofold. For one, it's recycled plastic, so I'm trying to be environmentally as conscious as possible with everything that we build. So that's why we're using that. And this stuff never molds, it never rots, it pretty much lasts forever as long as it's taken care of. And it's pretty bulletproof, you could say. So that's why we're using that. Two things that'll help us with the wet side of it is we'll have an intake for air to come in and kind of put some kind of ventilation in there, and then we'll have an exit pipe coming out the other end so the air has to go somewhere. That way you don't leave your nasty wet stuff just laying there stagnant and getting all mildewy. Like I said, even if it was to get mildewed, that plastic is resistant to it, but you still don't want your clothes to be all mildewy. So let's go cut the frame. All right, so the most challenging part of this build is going to be the mountain bike aspect of it. I've done tons of builds where we just do the bumpers and the lift kits, and that's all fine, and that's what we're doing to this one also. But the challenging part is going to be the mountain bike rack. So I put a lot of thought into this. I've talked to some mountain bike guys, and I think we've got a pretty good idea of what we're wanting to do. So we ordered a swing away bar. So what this will weld to the bumper, and then a bar will come out from it, and the bikes are actually going to sit on it. So this will swing away on the bumper. Super strong, it'll hold up good, and it'll hold up to 4 or 5 bikes. Also, what we wanted to do was a workstation for the bike. So when you open the bike rack up, picture it swung out, you'll have this workstation that'll mount into the back, and that way you can just work on your bike right there. It's got the toolbox in the bumper, so all the tools will be in there. And that's pretty much it. These bikes are going to stand up vertical, so we're going to have to figure out a way to secure those still, but I think we've got a good idea of what we want to do. I've never done a mountain bike rack before, so we had to think outside the box a little bit. But we got all the parts here, and we're going to start bending some pipe and making the rack. We've got everything cut out for the mount for the swing away bearing system, and this is the most important part of the bike rack. And the reason for it is all the weight is going to be supported on this bearing. So what we're going to do is we're going to mount these brackets that I just cut out. We'll weld them to the bumper, and then we'll put this sleeve in here, press the bearings in, and then take this shaft, set it down inside, tighten everything up, and then so this will swing away. Once we get the bar welded, the bar will come out across, and then whenever we open this, need to open this door, we'll just swing away the bike carrier. That's it. It's pretty simple. Like I said, we just got to make sure all this is welded in secure and tight because it is the most important piece. Oh man, I don't know if this is going to work. There's got to be another way to do this. All right, let's call it a day. Dang, that is sweet.